Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone from TarotForHealing.com. I hope you guys are doing really well. This is your weekly reading and it is for Taurus. And I'm going to be using two decks. I'm going to be using the Madame Endora Fortune cards and the New Age Tarot cards. I'm going to be pulling 3 cards from the Madame Endora Fortune card deck and 1 card from the New Age Tarot. So this is your weekly reading from the 13th through to the 18th. Oh, 19th actually, 13th through to the 19th. And we're going to see what shows up for you. So, you have the gate, which is a barrier keeps you from your goal. You have the seer, follow your intuition. And then you have Earth, utilize logic, reason, and common sense. So, So the gate is kind of saying, what is holding you back or what is limiting you at this time, Taurus. Obviously, being that these are general readings, it can be all different things to all different, ones of you. Like this could be showing up in different areas of your life. But this card shows up when there's something that you're wanting, you're trying to do, and you're kind of feeling like there's no movement. Either things are feeling stagnant or things are limited. Like this could be, being in a job that kind of limits you, that makes you feel like you don't have maybe the certain freedom that you would like to have, or maybe you kind of feel like you're, trapped under a glass ceiling, like you're not getting the promotions that you would like, or maybe even the projects that you would like. So it could be that. If this was a relationship situation, maybe you're hoping for a relationship to progress into something more, and that's where the gate is showing up, like there's a barrier that is kind of preventing that or stopping that. But it's kind of telling you to follow your intuition. So if you've been hoping for this barrier or this obstacle to kind of remove itself, it's kind of saying you have to use your better judgment at this time as well. Is it worth staying around, hanging around and waiting? Do you have to move on to something else? What is it that you can do at this time that can help this barrier from being removed? What is it that you need to do? So following your intuition is saying, you need to address what is beneficial to you at this time. What is it that is going to give you the result that is going to make you happiest at this time? Now, because it's saying about utilizing, logic, reason, and common sense, it's saying, okay, yeah, you have to delve into your intuition and let your intuition make you feel, so you can sense what is right for you. But it's kind of saying that you have to be reasonable when it comes to what you're trying to do as well. This is your energy because it's an earth sign. So, it's kind of saying that you already have this capability. You have the capability to, be very logical and to see things in a way that makes sense to you. But then at the same time, you have to think, does this situation make sense to you? Does it make sense to wait around for things to change? Does it make sense to allow yourself to be stuck when you can create some kind of movement? Because our lives are controlled by us essentially, and so it's kind of telling you you have to kind of work out what it is that is best for you to do out of this situation. Sometimes something as well that may seem like, okay, that makes sense, sometimes we have to address, does it really? Like, for instance, we could decide that okay, it makes sense for me to wait on winning the lottery to get rich. Now, for some people, that could make sense. But then for others, they might say, well, what is the chances that you're going to win the lottery? Like, the chances are slim. And so you can't wait on that to change your whole life. You have to do something to change your life in the way that you want it to be. So therefore, we can't wait on, the hands of fate to kind of always remove obstacles or to always make the time, appropriate for us to make a change. We sometimes have to, just force the change. We have to create what we want to see, essentially. And so I feel like that's kind of what is coming through with these cards. So let's pick an additional advice card from the New Age Tarot. So ooh, your additional advice card is the Seven of Wands. Now the Seven of Wands is a card where it's almost like you're trying to move those barriers. That's kind of what I see. You are trying to make an effort to kind of force things out of the way, but then because this is a I pulled this as your like a solution to this issue that you're having, is it saying, just like I said, you have to force things sometimes. You have to be able to stand your ground, say how things are going to go, and you also have to be the one to sort of use, that sort of the logic and your reason to sort of decipher, okay, how do I do this? How do I go about doing this? So what these cards are basically saying, regardless of where you're at in life, is it's basically telling you that you have to be the one to make the changes that you want to see. Without that, you're not going to see them. If you're waiting on somebody else to do it, or you're waiting on, something else to happen, it's kind of saying you can't wait on that anymore. You have to be able to initiate things. You have to, at this time, if you want to see anything different. So, peace and many blessings to you, Taurus. I'll be seeing you. Bye.